feet from me, searching the long shadows cast by the setting sun. In fact, the man cast the long shadow himself, which passed over me, so he didn't seem to see me. But with the sun at his back, it was also difficult for me to see his face or to guess his intentions. I said, "Help you." He turned his head toward me. "Oh, hey, John. Didn't see you there." "Have a seat, Chief." I slipped my revolver into my waistband under my t-shirt, then lowered the volume on Dancing in the Street. Sylvester Maxwell, a.k.a. Max, who is the law in these here parts, sauntered toward me and plopped his butt on the rail, facing me. He was wearing a blue blazer, white button-down shirt, tan cotton slacks, boating shoes, and no socks. I couldn't tell if he was on or off duty. I said, "There's some soft drinks in that cooler." "Thanks." He reached down and rescued a Budweiser from the ice. Max likes to call beer a soft drink. He sipped a while, contemplating a point in space about 2 feet from his nose. I directed my attention back toward the bay and listened to Too Many Fish in the Sea, the Marvelettes. It was Monday, so the weekenders were gone, thank God, and it was, as I said, after Labor Day when most of the summer rentals terminate, and you could feel the solitude returning again. Max is a local boy, and he doesn't get right down to business, so you just wait it out. He finally asked me, "You own this place?" "My uncle does. He wants me to buy it." "Don't buy anything. My philosophy is if it flies, floats, or fucks, rent it." "Thank you." "You going to be staying here a while?" "Until the wind stops whistling through my chest." He smiled, but then got contemplative again. Max is a big man, about my age, which is to say mid-40s, wavy blonde hair, ruddy skin, and blue eyes. Women seem to find him good-looking, which works for Chief Maxwell, who is single and hetero. He said, "So, how are you feeling?" "Not bad." "Do you feel like some mental exercise?" I didn't reply. I've known Max about 10 years, but since I don't live around here, I only see him now and then. I should say at this point that I'm a New York City homicide detective, formerly working out of Manhattan North until I went down. That was on April 12th. A homicide detective hadn't gone down in New York in about 2 decades, so it made big news. The NYPD Public Information Office kept it going because it's contract time again, and with me being so personable, good-looking, and so forth, they milked it a little and the media cooperated. And round we go. Meanwhile, the 2 perps who plugged me are still out there. So I spent a month in Columbia Presbyterian, then a few weeks in my Manhattan condo. Then Uncle Harry suggested that his summer house was a fitting place for a hero. Why not? I arrived here in late May, right after Memorial Day. Max said, "I think you knew Tom and Judy Gordon." I looked at him. Our eyes met. I understood. I asked, "Both of them?" He nodded. "Both." After a moment of respectful silence, he said, "I'd like you to take a look at the scene." "Why?" "Why not? As a favor to me, before everyone else gets a piece of it. I'm short on homicide detectives. In fact, the Southold Town Police Department has no homicide detectives, which usually works out okay because very few people get iced out here. When someone does, the Suffolk County Police respond with a homicide detail to take over, and Max steps aside. Max does not like this. A bit of locale here. This is the North Fork of Long Island, state of New York, the township of Southold, founded, according to a plaque out on the highway, in 1640-something by some people from New Haven, Connecticut, who, for all anybody knows, were on the lam from the king. The South Fork of Long Island, which is on the other side of Peconic Bay, is the trendy Hamptons. Writers, artists, actors, publishing types, and other assorted anals. Here on the North Fork, the folks are farmers, fishermen, and such. And perhaps one murderer. Anyway, Uncle Harry's house is specifically located in the hamlet of Mattituck, which is about 100 road miles from West 102nd Street, where 2 Hispanic